Hello YouTube and welcome back, it's me Fruit Guru. I say welcome back, but many of you watching this probably haven't seen me before because I generally make videos for another game called War of the Visions, which is a Final Fantasy gacha game, but I kind of wanted to give this one a go. It came up on my radar a while ago, it's been out for about a week now, and this is kind of my first impressions video for playing it for the last 6 days. Now, I haven't gone at it hard by any stretch of the imagination. I probably play for about an hour or so manually each day, and I'm very, very mixed on it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if I'm going to absolutely love this or hate this, and I guess this video is going to summarize why. So, to start with it, it is based off the Ragnarok franchise, which I absolutely loved growing up. I have spent so many hours playing Ragnarok Online, back on the official servers, and then for years myself and my brother would play on private servers together. Now, we were trash at the game, we really were, but we got so much enjoyment out of it. And that was back at a time when, you know, not everything was optimized, there wasn't like tons of content out to tell you what to do, so you very much had to kind of find your own way, and that was really exciting. So I thought I'd kind of chase the nostalgia dragon, and that's why I started playing this. So, first of all, looking at it now on the screen, it looks very similar to Ragnarok. I mean, you're just grinding, which is basically what Ragnarok Online was, but it's all pretty much auto-played, except for a few things, but I'll get to that in a bit. So, yeah, MVP appeared. I'm just going to assemble my team. So basically how this, the main kind of grind of this works is you go through different stages and you basically just let it do its own thing. And you get items for killing the MVPs and for farming. And for the first couple of days I was kind of having a lot of fun with it. I thought it was really neat. But sadly the reality that this is a lot more grindy than I thought it was, and I don't know if that's the nature of the game or if it's because I'm basically free to play. I bought the 99-cent starter pack in the hopes that it would kind of resolve some of my basically I've hit a wall, and I thought it would maybe help me a little bit there, but no, not really. So I'll go into the adventure first, since this is where you're probably going to spend most of your auto time. And you can see we've got all the old familiar scenes. There's Prontera, Culvert, Payon. Brings back lots of happy memories just looking at this, I have to say. I've got Geffen coming up soon. And right at the end, for the moment, Thor's Volcano, where, God, I did so much grinding there. Just hopping around. So yeah, I mean, at a glance, it's really nice. You do get that kind of nostalgia feel. But I guess the first thing I'll talk about is the wall I've hit. So, I'm base level 65, job level 58. I believe I get Assassin Cross at level 60. I went Assassin because I just remember these being absolutely broken in PvP, especially on high rate servers where like everything was maxed. And I know this isn't probably going to be the case here, but I just remember building them well. But I'm not actually so convinced that my choice was that good, because right now I don't have any AoE. I'm kind of double attacking a lot of enemies that I'd one hit anyway. And it's been pretty slow. I think I've been at job level 58 for the last 3 or 4 days. To be fair, that could just be me being a bit of an idiot. I may be doing stuff wrong. But there's like hardly any resources really to explain this game to newer players. And I've looked. Compared to like the other game I mentioned, War of the Visions, that doesn't have a particularly large player base, but there is like so much content out for it. And I just couldn't find anything near like this. So maybe if I stick with this and I get good, hopefully I'll be able to actually make some helpful videos, because God knows we need them. Hint, hint, any other YouTubers who play this, help me, please. I really, really need it. But I guess we'll start, we'll go into, you can see here, so you've got your skills, and these are pretty basic. One of the reasons why I actually went for Assassin is because you have to pay to get these skill slots. Now, I did do that. I used the premium currency I started off with, and that was probably a big mistake. But most of your time is going to be spent auto-attacking, so this is a pretty strong auto-attack class, if it's anything like the traditional game. So I've basically gone for all my passive buffs. I don't think we're to do anything in Novice, really. I don't think that's the best case of skills. Maybe Combat Mastery. I'm not sure, again, like how good the values are. But yeah, so I just basically went for an auto mode here. and hopefully that's not going to kick my ass. You can reset it, but of course it does cost premium currency, 100 there, and you do get a good bit of this stuff, but nothing like in the thousands. Like I probably get about 100 or so a day. Again, disclaimer, I could be doing something wrong. Maybe I'm missing out on something. So besides that, then you have your library. This is basically just a way to get kind of passive stats. You can see all the cards here. Oh, nice. Default stats +2, I'll take it. You can see all the cards you collect here, and these work in the same way as the traditional game. So if we go into our hero, you'll see the old stat screen. And once again, I am not sure. I have invested heavily into agility and luck, and I'm not sure if my ratios are off. They're probably god-awful, so forgive me if they are. But again, you can reset this for a little price. I'm kind of waiting to transcend, so I don't have to do that, and hopefully by then I'm going to be able to figure it out. So the game will kind of help you, it'll guide you pretty well, to be fair, from the start. You'll see down here we have these kind of quests, and these were going fine until I started hitting the crafting gear, and I found this has just been such an absolute bottleneck. I have to create 5-star gear, which seems to be the kind of default highest. I think you can do more with it later on, but the sheer amount of materials needed to actually do this, let me have a look. So I looked at kind of everything to find what was the easiest. I didn't even go for the best for my class, because I presume everything's going to be replaced pretty quickly. But this here, for example, right, I have the base cloak, which I crafted. So that's fine, or this one here. So this, obviously, you need the base, so you can't just go from nothing. Then you need these bandages, and it does tell you how to get them. So you can hunt them or farm them, which might be the best way to do it. But I went into the crafting, and keep in mind, we need, what is it? We need, say, 70 more of these, we'll call it. And, oh, whoops. Oh my god, what am I doing? Sorry. How to get. So, I've been getting these coins here, and with what I have, I can only make a handful of them. Oh no, actually I can make quite a lot of them, so that's that's a little bit better. Am I right? I'm not even sure. There's just so much thrown at you that it's kind of a little bit daunting. So let me go into this again. So okay, so this one's fine. This one here, the sapphire, you get, I think the best way to do this is through the dispatch. You can craft them as well, but I think this is the one I found unforgiving. So this is basically, I haven't really touched this stuff in 6 days, and it's a 10% success chance to make one of them with 10 of these. So definitely not worth crafting from what I can see. And yeah, it's just been pretty rough, to be honest with you. So I guess if that's going to be the big bottleneck, it's just going to be something that it's going to be a slow kind of workaround. Besides that, the game does have a few other modes. So I've actually done all my daily dungeons, which are capped, but these are actually hard, and I don't know if it's because I was playing it on my phone and my fingers are just fat and stupid. But basically, the Zenny Dungeon, for example, puts you in a maze. You have to walk up to big boxes and you have to tap them to break them. And I have not completed this at level 1 yet. Apparently I can do level 3, but I can't actually get around the map fast enough to break these. So yeah, if someone knows how to figure that one out, I'd love to know. Besides that, then you have the Airship Assault, which is basically a tower defense thing. Monsters come towards a crystal and you have to burst them down. And that one hasn't been too bad. Central Laboratory is probably being the most fun thing I've played. You basically go into it, you pick a default class, and you get little power-ups. It's like a wave thing, so you go in, you kill all the monsters in the wave, then you can get a power-up, you do the next wave, do a few bosses along the way, and that's actually pretty cool. I do like that. I think my biggest gripe with this is, though, well, I'll talk about the Space of Infinity. So this is another one. We actually have one here, so we can go into this. So basically, you're thrown in with a load of other players, and you get these little rewards here for participating. And I think these are quite important because, from what I understand in the crafting, you need these to actually get the material to transcend. You do get your first transcendence free, but after that, you kind of have to save these up. And as you can see, you get 8 of these are coming in second. Doesn't mention there, does it? First prize. So 10 if you were to come in first. Now keep in mind you're probably going to be competing with all sorts of whales and people who are just better than you. So I think the best I did was a really late night one where I got 7 tokens from one. But again, if we go into the craft, I think it was in material here, was it? Not altogether sure right now. But let me tell you, there was an awful lot of special, I think, was it? Or exchange? I don't know. Can't find it. It's somewhere buried in there. Magical engineering, perhaps. Geartrans. No, obviously not. That's stupid. Can't find it. Too much stuff. But yeah, it required a hell of a lot of them. So I guess it's an auto game, but you're gonna have to babysit it quite a lot to get certain things done. Besides that, you have the Labyrinth Island, and this is probably one of my least favorite things about the game. Basically, you do these by yourself first, and then you do them with multiple people, like other players. And it revolves around walking around a maze, trying not to get hit by enemies, which from what I understand, you just hug the wall and you're fine most of the time. But you have to collect these coins, and it's just so unnecessary. You don't get anything from the coins, but you have to get them all. This allows you to go challenge the boss, and this seems to be like one of the better ways to farm cards and stuff. But it's just been a bit of a pain in the ass in my experience, and I don't know what the point of it really is. Maybe it gets a little bit more kind of, I don't want to say challenging, because it's not challenging, it's just a pain. But maybe as you go further down, there's better mechanics. So with that said, that's basically the game. There's PvP in it as well. There seems to be 2 types, and I'm not altogether sure how this works. The first type is the duel, and I should probably actually do some of these now because it looks like I've nearly finished this one out. And basically, you just pick on the weak, right? I haven't seen any bonus really for getting anything up higher. This guy's got 36 wins and 4 losses. I wouldn't worry too much about that. It doesn't seem to really matter if you're like even a little bit stronger. You kind of win by default. So we'll go in here and you'll see. So we're both the same level, but I think my team is just a little bit stronger with my friends. You do get friend characters kind of that you build a team around, and it often comes down to, I think, who has the stronger ones for that. So we're kind of poke this guy down. That's that. If the timer runs out and you're both still standing, you seem to lose as well, which is a bit disappointing, but I guess that's just how it is. So yeah, you want to basically get all these and get your pieces. It seems like there's a mechanic where players can steal pieces from you while you're doing this. Not altogether sure if that's the case, but it seems like it's happened to me. I think I saw a couple people in the chat mention it. And I guess finally there's the PvP mode here. And this I am absolutely trash at. So seems to be you just get matched with someone around your level. If you win, you go up. If you lose, you go down. It seems pretty unforgiving. I don't think I'm optimized that well, but yeah, I just basically win one, lose one, win one, lose one right now. So probably a bit of work to do there. And what else do we have? There's guilds in it. I joined a guild day 1. We have 21 members and 7 people have checked in. It seems to it doesn't seem to be much here right now. If we look at the board here, we can see one guy's got to level 78, which is pretty crazy compared to me. But mostly, it seems like the retention hasn't been great here anyway. And that brings me back to the next thing. I'm not sure how many people are going to stick with this unless they're kind of putting bank into the game, because it does seem really, really grindy. Like, let's go to this shop here. You'll see, like, these are all the stuff you can buy. Some of it's cheap, but I don't think you get like too much that's particularly great. 79 euro for that. I mean, that's a bit rough. And if you even look, you go to the boxes, like 2,400 premium currency needed for this. And that's like just a gacha box basically for a costume, which doesn't really do much. And yeah, it's just everything kind of in the shop just seems to be pretty much cash money, cash money, cash money. And I don't really like that. You do, as I said, get some of these for free through dailies and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is probably what has me on the fence the most about it. So finally then, you don't just get to keep your friends, by the way. You have to keep topping them up, and I've got a nasty feeling about this. We'll go, basically you level up this share thing here. so I don't have enough items to put it up. But I've got mine at 44, and I think the higher level this is, the better friends you get, or the further you can take them. Again, not enough resources out there to kind of tell me what I'm doing, so I'm not entirely sure. But I've been working on that a little bit, and then you can see you get people like this. But here's my problem. So I have like one guy who's like nice carry here, but these other people, or two of them in particular, I wonder if I can I get a better one? Let's try to kick these two low ones out. And we'll auto-equip back. And yeah, you can see, so this guy's like well under-leveled compared to me. Even the BP isn't great. So I'm still not 100% how this works, but basically I find I either get a feast or a famine, where I get like really strong carries who I'm able to take into the higher level maps and like basically make my life a lot easier, or I get people that are so low that they just instantly die. On top of that, sorry, pop back into there. You have to basically, you'll see here I've got a remaining access time, and it says 12 hours 50 minutes. Those seconds are counting down a lot faster than regular seconds, unless I'm losing track of time completely, but I don't think so. And you have to charge them up with these items here to actually have them. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm wondering if charging this up is for other people to use your character as well. Now this is nice because you actually get drops, but I've charged this up and left it overnight, and some nights no one takes my character, so I get nothing from it, which is a real bummer. My other concern is that I got a lot of these to start out with, but what happens when I run out of these? Is it going to be a pain in the ass to try and actually get these to keep it running? Find out on the next episode. Besides that, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. You can dispatch your guys to get materials, which is what I'm trying to do to build this 5-star. And, oh, the wheel. So this is on at the moment, right? And it's a nice little wheel. This is a heavily rigged reel, by the way. I'll do you a few spins and you'll see. So most notice, because we don't really know what all these items are at a glance, we'll have a look at the Zeni Wheel. And this is guaranteed to basically always give you a piddly amount. So yeah, not quite the 35,000, 7,500. You need so much Zeni in this game to level stuff up. And here's the kicker, right? It's 10 coins to spin. I've amassed 2,534 coins, and the reason why I've amassed so many is because you have to manually click it twice each spin. So I feel like I'm actually going to have to set up a macro in BlueStacks just to do this for me, and just leave it spinning for a few hours and come back and hope I got some nice stuff, which is a bit of a pain. I mean, like, this is not good quality of life. This is crazy. Nobody wants to spin for stuff for hours and hours, right? So yeah. Events, there seem to be a few of these going on at the moment. I'm kind of working on this bingo thing, which gives us some nice bits and bobs. It seems to be like once a day or so you still have a bingo update available. I don't know. Oh, do I confirm here to get it? Ah, well, look, there we go. See, a lot of it, like, maybe it's just me, but I just don't find it that intuitive. So let's scratch these off just so we actually have an idea of how far we are. Okay, so we've still got a ways to go, but that's okay. And hopefully we'll actually be able to get all these. We've got 22 days, so it's looking kind of promising. And that's basically my first impressions of Ragnarok Labyrinth. It's cool if you... I don't think anyone who isn't a fan of the franchise and isn't playing this for nostalgia reasons is really going to want to play this, because there's not much gameplay. I mean, it's an auto game, and it seems grindy as hell. But the chat is active. It does kind of move, so glad that I'm finally OP in the PVR. Congrats, Toria. Well, good for you. I wish I was. Yeah, I guess, is there anything else to really show here? I guess we'll go back into the hero screen, and you can see, no. What am I doing wrong here? God almighty. There's so much stuff in this that sometimes I get a little bit lost, so forgive me for that. But I thought when we brought up the hero screen it showed... Oh yeah, it's up here. Yeah. So you can see I've kind of like slotted the cards in. You need a load of resources to get stuff up to basically bring these to each 10, which unlocks a card slot. I got my pouring hat out of the spinny wheel. I don't know how rare that was, but it was a nice little boost. And yeah, I mean, bags, you still have a weight limit. Because I'm not building strength, which I can only presume increases this, I'm fairly limited with what I can carry. And you can see all the stuff you save up here, so you've got all your buffs and stuff. I'm kind of afraid to use most of these. I don't know if they're going to be like power crept as I go on later, but it's like, you know, it's like any RPG game. You get your potions and stuff, and you just feel like you got to save them up till the end. And then you end up never using them. So maybe I'm doing a bit of a misplay there. But yeah, so that's basically where I'm at. Everything costs shit tons of stuff to resort to level up. The wall to get to job level 60 is very real. I beg anyone who just stumbles upon this and is like good at this game, please, 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 tell me, how do I make this go up quicker? What is the way? Because I can't get past this quest, and these quests were my main source of experience, it seems. Like, because I mean, if you see here, I'm getting like 2 job EXP from killing stuff. 10 there, which is nice, but that's 8. But I mean, I think we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands at this point, because it just doesn't seem to move. So yeah, a bit rough. But with that said and done, I'm going to stick with it. I want to kind of see how far I can bring the character. I don't want to spend money in the game. Maybe that'll be the killer, the nail in the coffin. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to make a few more videos on this as I progress and as I learn stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to figure it out a little bit more. So if you do like this, by all means throw me a follow. Join me on my journey as I play this game. If you play War of the Visions and you haven't seen me, I've got some content on that. Trying to stream a little bit more as well, and I will be streaming this alongside with it, because both are pretty boring to watch by themselves at times. They're pretty grindy. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Fruit Guru out. Until next time. Bye.